Pasco County breaking news. Today there has been a drowning in Wesley Chapel. What we know so far is that investigators say that they responded to a report of drowning in Wesley Chapel off Roslyn Court around 12:20 p.m. today, September 2nd. The deputies who first arrived on scene immediately began CPR until paramedics arrived, in which the child was rushed to the hospital. But unfortunately, the child did not make it. This investigation remains active with no additional details, including the boy's name or age at this time. And I am sending so much love to the family and friends of this child. This is absolutely a parent's worst nightmare. We don't know the circumstances of how this child ended up in the pool, but let me take this opportunity to share some pool and water safety tips with everybody right now. Never leave children unattended near water. Even strong swimmers can get into trouble quickly, so always have somebody watching children near water. It's even recommended to designate a water watcher. Assign one adult at a time to supervise. I've heard it said before that the more people there are, the less likely it is that somebody's actually paying attention to the water. Secure pools with barriers, fences, self-latching gates, door and window alarms, whatever you have to do to make sure that nobody is going to accidentally stumble into the pool. If you have kids that don't know how to swim, get them enrolled in swimming lessons. Teach kids how to swim early on, and make sure that the adults around them know how to swim too. Learn CPR. There's a lot of different places that you can go and get CPR certified, so that if you ever should find yourself in a situation where somebody has fallen into a pool or has become unconscious, you can jump in and help, and that could be the difference between life and death. The next recommendation is to use life jackets and not arm floaties. Arm floaties and inflatable toys are not safety devices, and it's recommended to use approved life jackets. If you have a pool, keep rescue equipment nearby. Have a life ring, a shepherd's hook, and a phone within arm's reach at the pool. It's recommended to avoid alcohol if you're supervising people in the pool. Another recommendation is to teach your kids to reach or throw, don't go. So if one of their friends is struggling, you should tell them not to jump in, but instead call for help and use a pole or a float to help their friend in the pool. These are pool safety tips I just pulled off the internet really quickly. I'm sure there's a ton of other tips that would be useful. Again, I express my sincerest condolences to the family who has lost their child today. It's just absolutely heartbreaking, and my heart goes out to everybody affected.